We see a lot of highly compensated tech employees working places like Amazon or like Microsoft who receive a pretty large component of their total compensation package in the form of stock grants or restricted stock units, RSUs, they're all the same thing. And inevitably, inertia is a powerful force. And so people receive these stock grants, they go into their account, and what do? Nothing. This is natural. This is what we as humans do. With that being said, all of a sudden you turn around and 5 years later, you've got somewhere between $400,000 and $800,000 in Amazon stock. And your exposure to the company is not only massive in terms of the size of your portfolio exposure, but you also work for the company. What happens when, and I don't know when it's going to happen, but at some point, Amazon, Microsoft, many of these other tech companies, at some point, the stock price will go down and these companies will face challenges in the market. And what happens is you don't want to be in a situation where so much of your investable net worth is tied up in these companies, it goes down, and all of a sudden the company is looking to make layoffs. I have seen it happen before. I have seen it happen. I've seen families where folks are both working at Amazon. Amazon stock price goes down 30%. They both get laid off on the same day. You have to think about your overall risk exposure, and particularly when you're working for a company that you have so much stock in, you're really doubling up that exposure. And so to the extent that you can find those lots that you want to pare back, that you want to sell, that maybe don't have the largest gains, really worth thinking about diversification. And then on top of that, and perhaps most importantly, any future shares of your company stock that you receive, think about them like cash. Think about it as if the company has just paid you in cash rather than shares of the company. We've put out a really good blog post and YouTube video on the topic, which we'll include in the links below. You really have to think about your overall exposure, though, not just, hey, I think the company's going to do really well, but on top of that, what are my overall exposures from both an employment and an investment perspective?